Second, let me mute my mic. Okay. So, first things first. Let me double check and make sure that... Okay, cool. So, I'm going to go ahead and keep this live stream button here right in front of my eyeballs because it seems to be dropping down and then I don't realize you guys are gone. I yak for 10 minutes and then I'm like, wait a minute here, what the hell's going on? So, first things first, I wanted to go ahead and give a shout out to Steiner Hills for a couple of things. I've been helping him design his city because it was, quite frankly, it was like my city in the beginning. It was atrocious at first. The idea was great, but I would say the amount of work that went into it at first was really poor. And I think that that is something that everybody kind of go, well, I wouldn't say everybody, but a lot of people go through, myself included. You know, at first I was just about the game itself, you know, always kind of checking on my shops and things like that. I never really thought about having a cool looking city. I didn't even realize what that entailed at the time because every time I went on the global market, I never saw anything that was really jaw dropping. You know, it was just like, oh, cool. Everybody's city looks like this. And so I started to realize when I had a friend of mine had joined in to a group back when I was a VP. And I had realized, hey, you know, this guy's city is really, really cool. You know, he had the little river running through all the little Paris homes and things like that. And I thought, I can do better than what I'm doing, you know? Oh, geez, it's been what, a day? One day I was gone. And so I'm like, dude, I need to do better. You know what I mean? And I decided that when SimCity had its very first war, we had won war and we had gotten, I can't remember, it was like 3 bronze, 3 silver, and 2 gold chests or something is what we were able to reach. And that was saying a lot because we only had a couple of cards, you know, on the very first war. But what was interesting was the group that I was in, the people, because it was an active group, people would come and go, right? And people kept reporting that every time that they would leave and rejoin, that they were getting the war rewards an additional time. Every time that they would join in, we're like, wait, what? And so we did that over and over and over, and we were able to stack up a decent amount of platinum keys and cards and things like that. So by the time the first war had ended, I had every war card unlocked that was out at the time. Now, SimCity obviously fixed that issue with the second war. But to be honest, it wasn't like a major... It's not like I had a major, you know, step up than anybody else because I fucked up so bad, you know what I mean? And it's not like I got storage rares or anything for it. I got a bunch of war crap. The thing that really helped me was the cash and the platinum keys because I had screwed up so badly. I was way up at level 55 with like 300 storage. And so I decided that I was going to redo my city one night. And I didn't even have half my map unlocked at the time. I had decided that I was going to redo my city with just this part here unlocked, all the way back right here. And I had just a little chunk up here. And it started off really basic. You know, it didn't start off this detailed. And I think that that's kind of what's overwhelming a lot of people is putting too much detail at one time. I think what people need to do first is realize that they have to get an outline or an idea of whatever it is they're trying to do. And so I'm going to talk to you guys about that here in just a second on my cactus map. And then we're going to go over to Steiner Hills because of a couple of reasons. First thing, I'm going to give him a shout out that first off, you know, he mentioned me in his video a couple of times, which was awesome. Anybody here that has trouble finding his channel, because I actually had a lot of trouble finding his channel. He doesn't have very many subs right now, so anybody here that wants to show support or whatever, if you type in Steiner Hills, you'll see a little symbol. It's like white, and it says TiVo Mike. If you go over to his channel and hit the subscribe button, he has some pretty funny shit, honestly. He's more chill than I am, okay? I'm pretty intense, and I'm a lot more extroverted, I think, than a lot of people can handle. But I'm also brutally honest, you know? He's like Judge Joe Brown, and I'm like Judge Judy, if you were to compare the two. No, Judge Joe Brown, he's kind of an ass, isn't he? I don't know. I haven't seen him in a long fucking time. But he seemed all right, you know, compared to Judge Judy, man. She's brutal. Not going to lie, though. I love Judge Judy. She's a savage. Major savage. I think the thing I like about her is that she's such a badass when it comes to calling people out on their bullshit. Like, most people would be, like, living on that 1% that, but you don't know if he's a junkie. You know what I mean? Ignore the 97 abscesses down his arm and the needle hanging out of his butt. You don't know if he's a junkie. That could be a diabetic needle. Like, she's the kind of person that calls bullshit on that. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like me with my uncle and my cousins. They'll be standing there lying, and you could just see it all over their face, the little shit they're lying. And he's there, but they could be telling the truth. I'm like, they're lying to you. They lie so bad. And I get them. I looked at her the other day. I was like, you lie so bad. And she's like, she couldn't help herself. She laughed. And even then, he was sitting there all ignorant, like, but are you lying? It's like, she just told you she was lying. Pay attention, why don't you? Read between the lines. Kids are savages, too. Okay, let's go over to, where am I going? Cactus Canyon and then Steiner Hills. Okay. The coffee shop doesn't open for another 23 minutes. Okay, so, oh yeah, I'll talk about that here in just a minute. Don't let me forget. You're like, but you never said what you were going to talk about. I took a keto shot, so I'm a little hyped up this morning. All right, so I haven't done a whole lot since. Why are these people so angry? Oh, fuck them. They ain't getting no traffic. Okay, so I need to earn more keys for this wall. Yeah. Anyway, the wall is going to be extended along on this side. But what I was talking about with a bigger picture versus detailed design, and we're going to talk about them deer, Steiner. Don't let me forget. I'm going to write it on my hand to talk to you about them deer. You had me busting up over that one. Okay, so let's see here. In this area, I haven't decided entirely. I know that I'm going to be... Did I lose you guys? No, I didn't. Okay, cool. I know that I'm going to be condensing all of this stuff, this shit right here, right? All the services. And so, hang on just a second. Oh, right on. Honestly, I see a lot of people posting on the Facebook page. I had a guy message me this morning about how to get the production guide. So anybody that hasn't or is confused or whatever, if you type in SimCity Build It MissyAnne you'll see our Facebook page. I noticed that there was posts going up in other people's groups saying, thanks, Missy, for the ad. That's not me. There's a lot of SimCity Build It groups on Facebook. Mine is the one that says MissyAnne at the very end of the name. And I've got like the Neverland photo as the cover photo. So the next thing that I wanted to add in there is that I'm currently on a 24-hour ban with Facebook. So I am unable to comment on your guys' posts, okay? So congratulations to everybody that won COM last week or whenever. I saw a couple people post. But I cannot comment back to you guys, so I apologize for that. And the reason that I was banned was really quite stupid. So I called somebody a biatch, and it was in a joking way, and I got banned. So excellent freedom of speech, right? Anyway, Facebook has become really, really, really strict. I don't understand it because it was on a dark humor page, no less. And let me tell you guys, if you don't want to lose your account, you pretty much don't say anything. Really. Don't use any profanity. Don't even any kind of insinuate that you're talking in any kind of negative way towards anybody, because you're going to get smacked with a 24-hour ban. Or more. Or they might even just take your whole account. Okay, so a friend of mine had his YouTube account. They had completely shut it down because they felt that his comment was an insinuation to a racial slur, even though it wasn't. It wasn't like that at all. And they shut his whole account. They banned him for life, like took his whole account away. It was stupid. I'm like, are you kidding me? I didn't even make the connection racial slur at all when he told me what he said. It was stupid. Anyways, enough about that. I don't want to get on Facebook banter. I'll never shut up. Okay, so the general outline of your design is very important. So remember when I told you guys to focus on one little area? That's true when you want to zoom in and do very detailed work, okay? But until then, you need to zoom out. And remember when I told you to brainstorm and get the bigger picture? That's essentially what you want to do here. And so, for example, like right now, I could sit over here and I could dink around with the water and the stuff around the walls and things like that. But that's not really going to get me anywhere as far as the bigger picture goes, right? And so what I need to do is I need to figure out what I'm doing first. Like, what is the general outline? What do I want to do? And so depending on what map it is that you're working on, and I highly recommend that everybody here work on their capital map first, okay? Highly recommend that. First thing is when you work on your capital, I highly recommend that you put all of your really good stuff, or maybe, you know, if you have certain things that would fit better on like the cactus map, put them in storage so you don't even mess with them, right? But more importantly, everybody here needs to remember that once you do your capital map, that has nothing to do with your regionals, okay? So once you start unlocking regionals, I see a lot of people making this mistake, and that is they start building and designing on their regionals, but their regionals end up with not enough population to unlock the last map, right? And so you don't need to have the population on your capital has nothing to do with it. When you get to the point where you want to unlock all your maps, don't start designing on your regionals until you're ready and have unlocked everything. Unlock everything first, because I made that mistake starting off. I was like starting to design on my Green Valley map, and I'm like, wait a minute here. I need X amount of population to unlock the 5th map, and if I design this the way that I want to, there's no way in hell I'm going to have enough pop. Now, I also highly recommend that if you are wanting to boost the pop, look through the residentials that you have available and decide what's the best option for you and for what you want. So, for example, if you look at the houses here, and this goes for anybody doing a high pop city, look at the total that you can have per house without pop boost. So without any pop boosters at all, if you were to take a fully upgraded, any one of these homes, fully upgraded, and set it aside with no pop boost, this is the maximum amount you can have for this residence, is the 2,347. Now, Epic projects sit at 2,411. So they're just short a little bit from the Omega for 2,550. But with Omega, there's a lot of hell that goes through. Omega versus Epics actually give back to you, whereas Omega doesn't, right? So yeah, Omega gives you Omega currency, but whoop-de-doo, right? Epics actually provide you with speed tokens, and they look cooler. So if you wanted to pick between those two for a high pop city, I would definitely go with Epics. And you don't even have to go with gold if you didn't want to. I mean, I would, but you don't have to. Then you've got your regionals, you know. So it really just depends on you, but do not use these ones. These ones are really, really bad for pop, okay? So back to the designing. First things first. try to clear up as much room as you can and try to envision whatever it is that you want to do. What I always recommend with the template that I have is that you follow the general idea of what goes into a city. For example, what I mean by that is look at the fact, what do you know you're going to have on your map? You know you're going to have houses, right? Okay. So pick out the type of houses you like. That's first. Then figure out where you want the houses. Okay? So you can get the coverage zones in there. That's number one, getting the coverage in place so that you know exactly where you can put your houses, and that way you're not in a situation where you just did this beautiful design, but now you have to figure out how to get coverage in all the areas. Get the coverage first, then work around the coverage. The next thing is your general layout, okay? And this is going to be with your landscape tab. So, for example, you don't have to have education in your map if you don't want to. You know, you don't have to have transportation if you don't want. You can do whatever the hell you want. But you're going to have certain aspects that you really don't want to ignore, which is houses, services, coverage for your services, so like police, health, fire, or in your case, more than likely a Maxis. Then you're going to have parks and landscape, okay? Then you've also got your Mayor's Pass tab. So look at the landscape tab as its own thing when you're looking at how to design your city. For example, I have the general area of what I want my residentials to do. I want them to sit back there all clustered the way that they are for now. What I don't know yet is what I want to do with the terrain. For example, I don't know how much water I want. And that's the very first thing I need to figure out is exactly how much water I want on this map. And where do I want it and how do I want it? Do I want it to be a big lake? Do I want it to be little streams? Do I want it to be one main river that runs down? I don't know. You know, I haven't decided yet. And until I can figure that out, it's going to be really hard to figure out the placement of everything else. So the next thing I need to figure out is what kind of displays or designs or whatever I want to do. Do I want to do a road design? Do I want to have a lot of trees? And if so, what kind? What kind of buildings do I want? Do I want it to be really flashy casino? Probably not. It's a cactus map, right? I'm probably going to go with something more Western. Maybe do some of the Chinese dragon things. And, for example, like this thing here is going to look best on this map. It's not going to look very good on the sunny map. So it's got to go somewhere, right? Then I've got these things here that I know I'm going to want to use. And so once I get all the buildings out that I can say, okay, these theme this map, then I can start to say, okay, what should I do in this general area? So for now, I'm trying to decide if I should extend the wall down, if I should open it up, if I should do multiple walls all over, kind of like a maze. You know, I just had I know that they're coming out with the Chinese dragon red wall, whatever you want to call them. So I know I'm going to want to put some of those on this map. I just don't know in what order and how. So I know I'm going to be saving for those. But I think I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I want this water here like this or not. I might eliminate it. I haven't decided just yet. If I should do walls coming down, like on each side, you know, and then have them open up. So, in my case, the best thing that I can do here is kind of put everything in storage that I don't want to use, and then, you know, bulldoze whatever roads I know I'm not going to use. And then once I have a clear slate to work with, I can say, okay, what displays and ideas do I want? Because this is going to be walled off, right? And I think a lot of the reason why I haven't got started on this map is because a lot of what I want to do is with walls. And without them physically being there, it's going to be really difficult to actually do anything. So I'm going to have to probably start stacking up funds to buy walls. And in the meantime, I'm going to kind of move over to my my other maps here and see what I can get done on those. What is this guy doing? Time is it? Is my coffee stand open yet? Okay, 10 more minutes. I'm going to go over there and get in line before everybody else does. Okay, so Steiner Hills. Let's go over and talk about your city here in just a second. There he is. My dog broke my arm this weekend, pretty much. Not literally, but damn close. I was letting her out on a leash, and she's a psycho. And she saw a squirrel, and she jolted out the door, and she smacked the top of my shoulder up on the door frame, and I have a bruise probably 4 inches long and 2 inches wide all the way down my shoulder blade, and then the top of my forearm has a nice gnarly bruise on it where she smacked my arm. So it's kind of a pain in the ass to do much of anything. Okay. Why is this freak following me? Go to hell. Local YouTuber gets kidnapped on stream by some weirdo with reindeer on his fucking car. Sorry, that was kind of random. Hey, you cleaned up the place. About time. No, I'm just fucking with you. Okay, so first things first. I wanted to say thank you to him. He sent me $50 on Facebook Messenger, which was really awesome. I wasn't expecting that. So, compliments of him. I get to buy coffee this morning. So, thank you for that. And let's see here. I had already told him thank you a bunch of times. Now, Christmas ornaments, really? Can't do any better than that for Missy? Jeez. Okay, let's talk about this. Zoom in. I was a fan of the Bears, and he was not a fan of the Bears because he didn't want his Sims being attacked by the Bears. Now, let me explain why I was a fan of said Bears. Because, and I think you have them up over here. I can't see them. Okay, there we go. See how the top of the Bears has the little trees? And it's kind of got the large, like hump over it for the cave? The reason I was a fan of it was because if you look over here, it would have blended nicely and made it look, kind of cool. It would have stuck up over the top. But honestly, the deer looked anything's better than the damn baseball field. God, that was so terrible. Okay, so, yeah, no baseball. Now, when he was talking on his video, I noticed something about his lake. And he went like this, and then he went like this. And at one point, his video was kind of like this, right? Now, to me, and I don't know if I'm just crazy, but to me, it looks like a rubber ducky. Does it not? The way it's shaped when you're looking at it this way? Like, there's the nose, and the head, and the little body. So, I don't think he intended to do that. But it looks like a little rubber duck at first. When it's kind of like... Yeah, it's kind of hard to get it right where he had it, but right about like that. Yep, there we go. So that was kind of cool. He was yakking about it, and I'm like, oh, it looks like a cute little rubber ducky. But no, I get what he's saying about not wanting his Sims attacked by the Bears. Honestly, I can say that it would have entertained me quite nicely if they would have been attacked by the Bears. I mean, it makes for a better story. But that's just me. So, on the realistic term, I guess whatever, keep the Bears up here. Now, I see that you said in your video that this is like your house and you live on the island. Oh, wait, you changed that. What is that? Oh, no, you didn't. Okay. So, I've been knocking this here for a long time. This, to me, just does not look good. It still does not look good. I don't care if it is your house. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe no, it wouldn't. No, it just doesn't look good. But if you're insistent on staying on the island, may I suggest that you I don't know, figure something else out with the horse ranch or something. Try to make it blend better. To me, it just looks off. You know what I'm saying? Like a little too off. What would look really good there, honestly, would be something like the floating lanterns, because it's a little bit smaller. Or maybe, I'm trying to think of what else would look good there. I'll have to think on it, but I don't know. Just something about this area, the way that it's designed, like the shape, it just doesn't conform right to the island. If you look at like everything else, and then you've got like this brick over here. And I think if you were to get something about the same size as your house here, your little mayor's house, mansion, and kind of scoot it up a little bit or over or something, maybe then you could get it to look a little better. As for his bridge, I see you did finally get the keys to get that taken care of, so that looks a lot better. Now, let's see. What have you got? Now it's nighttime, of course. Okay, let's see. So it looks like... Oh, I don't know if you saw my suggestion. Possibly, if you wanted to, maybe do the diamonds on each side here. And then... Let's see. I know he hasn't figured out what exactly he wants to do over here. I know you mentioned that you don't like the... Hey, what's up? Let me check on the comments here real quick. What level am I? I'm level 99. Okay. I'm up here in the nosebleeds with all the other players that are licking their wounds. Going, I leveled up too fast. Okay. Took me 6 years to fix my fuck-ups. If you're going to keep your city facing this way as the general, direction, I think what might look good... Let's see. You know what you should do? It would look really good, is if you were to take about right here, see where the yellow tree is, right around here? And you've got this little... Let me zoom in. Take all this out for just the time being. Knock this whole road out and try to put a bridge here. Some kind of bridge that would look good horizontally. And you don't necessarily have to make the bridge go all the way across. It's just an idea here. But I would put a bridge there. It would look really nice. And then maybe add some water coming down. And either do like a little lake here. Or, let's see. If you were to knock out this road, this long road here, and put your shops along the water, you could do that, and then put like a bridge on just this right side here, and have the water kind of trickle down like diagonally, coming from this direction, from the Central Park maybe, or I don't know, something in this area. To me, if you're going to have it facing this direction, it would probably be best to have everything facing you from this direction. I think that if you were to do it right, you could do something pretty cool, honestly. I do agree that the London homes would not look good there. I would definitely go with something either one of... Let's see. You said you like the first upgrade on the... What do you got going on? I assume that you don't care about the coverage because you said that, you've got cactus and you've got sunny and all this other stuff, and I don't see coverage for it. So I'm assuming you don't care about that. So that being said, I would probably go with either sunny homes or limestone. I don't know if you have that unlocked yet. Limestone has some pretty cool homes for when they're, first upgraded. Okay, yeah. So... You got a while till you can get that done. As far as the London and all this, you could do like a university theme over here. Maybe in the top you're definitely going to want to figure out this area up here. Try to condense some of this stuff, maybe put up a wall. Sydney looks good. Everything looks really good, honestly. You've got the water is kind of looking more natural over here. You know, I don't know. Let's see. I might try to put, if I were you, try to put some trees along the corner of this here. And then right here, this area, don't leave this like this. Even if you were going to leave it with those buildings, tune it up the way that you did this. Everything looks, all this looking really good is making this look even worse. Does that make sense? So like, as your map starts to look better and better, it starts to make the stuff that you once thought looked good look even more like shit, right? So now here you have this really dense, beautiful display, and then there's this, you know what I mean? And so just try to work on this area here. If it were me, I would probably cut into the water and have the water come down just a little bit or something. Do something like that. And if you weren't going to do that, then I would round it off with woods and try to eliminate as much of this road as you could, maybe with bridges or just eliminate it entirely, you know, something like that. Remember that all the roads don't have to connect. As long as your services to your houses connect, you can have shops and other buildings that aren't connected to the main stretch. Okay, so as far as that goes, I'm going to wait and see what else you come up with before I even start thinking about talking about this area here. Now, honestly, from what it was to what it is now, it's like a whole different city. You know, he's done a really good job. Now, that's not my daughter. But yeah, she's my cousin. My aunt passed away in 2013 and left behind 4 kids, so I've been living there for the past 7 years helping with them. But yes, my aunt looks a lot like my mom, which I really don't look anything like my mom, but she's my cousin, so she looks a lot like me. Okay. I pretty much call them my kids, though. So if you ever, you know, hear me refer to them as my kids, that's who I'm talking about, is my cousins. Okay, let's see here. Get my coffee money out, because the lady just finally showed up. Now, yeah, they're monsters. Like all kids, right? They had fun for Christmas, though, so that was good. I always spoil them. I wanted to do something, but it was way too cold to do it, so I was like, fuck it, I'll do it next year. I wanted to tell him that Santa was too fat and he couldn't fit down the chimney. I wanted to leave a note on the tree from Santa that said, you know, "Dear kids, I ate too many cookies. My fat ass can't fit down the chimney. Your presents are in the yard. Go find them. And you have X amount of gifts, you know. Like, you got 12, you got 12, you know, whatever, and go hunt them." And then it was going to be like a Christmas, what the fuck? A present and Christmas, Easter egg type hunt, but with presents, right? They would have loved that. But, yeah, it was so fucking cold. Oh my God. And it was icy, and I'm like, screw it. I'll do it next year. Okay, so, let's see. What was I doing over here? Oh, I was supposed to be going to a different map. Anybody have any questions or want me to check their city for design? All you got to do is say something on the stream, and as long as you're on my friends list, I can travel to your city. Speaking of, double check the chat to make sure. Sorry, Eden. I never see you. Ever. I've seen that guy like 3 times. Okay. Anybody seen Valhalla? Let's see. I don't see the Zoziland or whatever his name is. Well, now would be the time if you wanted to get in. You type in RQMKNG, or you type in Neverland, Missy, and CPT, and then you hit, here. You join in, tell me your name, tell me who you are, that you've watched the group rules videos, and that way we know not to boot you when we do start war, which we won't start war again until 12 hours before comm starts. So Tuesday morning, 11 a.m. my time, and I'm in Washington State. Then the group is shut until war is over, and we have a 12-hour cooldown. Damn, this thing's been giving me bars today. 3 bars it's given me. Okay, let's see. What was I doing? Let's see what I need for... Yeah, I don't have enough for that. Oh, I do have enough for that one, though. 7. Let's do that one. Get some space. I've only got a couple more to do on here, thankfully. I thought I picked up one of those deeds. I guess not. Okay. Let's see. I need to... Anybody here... Okay, so you make sure that you watch the group rules video. If you click on my channel, click playlists, and click... It says group rules. You have to... Everybody has to watch that video before they join the group. I mean, you can join in, but go watch the video. Then watch... There should be one labeled My Group Members Only, War. Should be something in there. But basically, we do war for the purpose of comm only. Okay, so there's certain things that everybody needs to know before joining my group as to how we operate. We're attempting to lose war. That's the goal. You want to launch at least one time so that you can collect on the rewards. Whether we lose or win, you get a reward, but you don't get shit if you don't launch. There's a lot of important information in there that you need to know before you operate in our group. You do not have to be an active war member, no. It's there so that people in Mega can do their assignments. That is why we do it. Otherwise, we wouldn't do it at all. So basically, I have a lot of players that are following the Missy's Building Guide. And it's very difficult for some people to find a club that does war during... It's hard for people to find a club that does war that isn't just a war club, right? So a lot of people want to do war for the purpose of their assignments, but they don't want to have to participate in, war on a winning competitive level, right? So they either end up in a club that doesn't do war at all, or they end up in a club where they expect that they do war and score an obscene amount of points. Our club is not for that. It's for people who are strictly calm, that are trying to run the Missy's Building Guide, that are playing strategically, and that just need to be able to launch attacks for the purpose of the contest. That's it. Because relying on the monster to be able to do your assignments is not ideal, especially when you're playing competitively in Mega. I have one girl in my Facebook group that she has her main city and her feeder city. And the main city is in a different, group, and they don't do war at all. And she lost 3 rounds of Mega because of it. And I kept telling her, if you don't go and find a group that does war, then what's going to happen is you either have to cancel your assignment or you have to proceed on and do other assignments and let that one sit there until the monster gets there. And both of those actions will end up seriously hurting your score for Mega. Because as long as an assignment sits there and you continue to do other assignments, you block the ability for those assignments to appear. And so that can be just as detrimental to your score as as canceling them, really. So the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, anybody here that is playing comm competitively, here's the deal when you cancel an assignment, okay? You need to be very careful when you cancel assignments. If you cancel one assignment, right, you get 0 points and you lose an assignment. Now, if you're trying to run at a minimum of 2K average, then that means that you pretty much need to say that that assignment you canceled was worth 2,000 points that you need to make back, right? So in order for you to make 2,000 points back for something that you canceled, that means that you would have to do 2 assignments worth 3,000 points to get yourself back up to your 2K average for the one that you canceled. Or you would have to do 4 assignments worth 2,500 points. Now, that's just to get you back up to your 2K average. That doesn't include any other assignments that you do that are below 2,000 points. So that's why I tell people to be very careful when canceling assignments, constantly keep track of your average, and make sure that you are choosing the right choices based off of everything considered, not just the type of task or just the points value. Okay? I see a lot of people making the same mistakes. The next thing that I want to talk about, and I'll do that here in just a second. I don't know what I need. Hold on just a second here. Let me get this stuff opened up. That is the prize you get for losing war. Okay. Now, let me double check this. Double check your guys' comments here. Why is it doing that? There we go. Okay, you just joined in, so let me see. Okay, Winterland. This is you, I'm assuming? Okay. So, since you're on here, I'm just going to tell you to make sure that you watch the group rules video and the war video that's on the playlist. Who is this Shiv dude? If I were you, before everybody gets to know you as whatever your name is, pick something that is easily able to be addressed within about 3 or 4 letters. Like, for example, a lot of people will use game-issued names. I don't recommend that because then other people with those names join in, and it creates a lot of problems. Do not name it something like, an item or a number digit. That's also no good. Let's see. I don't know who this Shiv guy is, but he's kind of irritating me. Shane, is that you? It can't be you because you would have upgraded your factories. You know better than that. This person looks very familiar. Like somebody I booted. Yeah, obviously I didn't mean your normal city. I thought maybe a feeder city or something. Okay. So, let's see. Yeah, I don't know who it is, but their city just looks really familiar to me. I don't want to go look through a bunch of screenshots right now. Okay. Let's see. I think it's the guy I might have booted last week. He joined in and he clearly did not watch any. He said he watched all my videos. He had 140 storage and was asking CPT if he should go up to level 25. And he's like, and you watched all Missy's videos. Oh yeah, big fan here. It's like, and you're wanting to know if you should go up to level 25 with 140 storage. I mean, really? Then he said that he was ready to win us every war. Dude, we don't do war to win. You couldn't possibly have watched my videos. Then he wanted me to boot anybody in my group. Didn't matter who. Didn't matter how long they had been there to make room for him. So I'm like, yeah, no. This dude's driving me nuts already. Okay. So there was a couple of things. I don't know who you are. I don't know who anybody is anymore. Yeah, no. That's not gonna work. People look for digits when you ask for items, you're always saying the amount, right? So if you do something like 2TX, that's just going to create a lot of confusion. You're going to have to pick something a little bit more addressable. You know what I mean? Like, let's see. Like this person did TK2. That was fine because they didn't use the digit first. Okay, let's see. Oh, we're really close to legendary, so I don't know what that person's talking about. Also, if anybody here wants to be eligible for the group chest, you have to put up at least 3,000 points and place in the top 25 members of the group. Which shouldn't be difficult. Well, let me double check Eden's score. Oh shit, I was supposed to do that stupid Omega upgrade. I don't know what they did with the last update. Yeah, you need to change it from the digit first. You know, don't put numbers in the beginning of your name. It's too confusing. Every single person in my group is always going to say the amount when they ask for items. And so the way that your brain kind of picks up on things, like especially when you're reading it in a group chat when it's already confusing in a column, you're going to always look for those digits. Okay, what was I doing? I've got 7 Omega items. And I need to do one more upgrade. Yeah. So the most annoying thing has been happening. I don't know if it's been happening to you guys. But when I place a house down and I do an upgrade, whenever I want to like bulldoze the house, you know how you hold down on it or whatever? It like glitches out and the bulldoze button disappears, but the check mark and the X mark also disappear, making it very difficult to place the house down. So you have to like click on other things in the menu. And so the other day I put it over here and it stuffed the house inside the building, right? And so I kept trying to pick up the house, but it kept picking up the building that was underneath the house. They glitched together. Took me like 10 minutes to get them apart, and then I was able to finally bulldoze it, but it was a pain in the ass. And I've never had this happen, and it's happened like 6 times last night. So I've also had this weird thing happening where I keep missing buildings. Like, I'm not fucking kidding you. The other day, I got on my game, and all these buildings right here were gone. Then this one. And then up here I was missing one. And then over here I was missing one. I'm like, what the fuck? Some of them were in my inventory. One of them I think completely disappeared because I haven't been able to find it. It's bizarre. Okay. Let's see. What is going on, dude? Yeah, I don't know. Is Shiv on the stream or something? 'Cause I don't know what his message means. You guys not gonna hit legendary. What is he talking about? We're not gonna hit legendary. Trying to figure out what he means by that. We have 20 hours and we're not that far away. Especially, I know CPT still has tickets left. I'm honestly surprised that a lot of people's scores are so low. What is going on here? Let me double check. Yeah, Mega with that? That's odd. Okay, he's in city. She's... Interesting. Yeah, but you're not trying to win, are you? I mean, if you were, that's pretty sad. Oh, well, that's a statement. You guys not going to hit legendary question mark. I didn't take it as a question. I took it as a statement because it was worded as a statement. It's honestly just worded very odd. Maybe you just don't have very good English or something. I don't know. I totally didn't take it that way. But it's fine. It's no big deal. So just change your name to not have a number at the beginning. And then, like, if you were to switch it around, put the TX in front, and then we're all good. Thank you, Shang. What the fuck? Okay. I thought you were somebody else. I thought you were this kid that likes to come in and harass us. He joined in, he changes his name, and then he fucking makes rude comments, and then he leaves, and then he comes back in, changes his name again. It's like, Jesus Christ. I ended up having to shut the door, like, I don't know, 10 times on this kid. That's why I thought that's who you were. Now that I know that you're not that person, then it's all good. Okay, so, let's see. Yes, we know what you do, thank you. My doctor knows what you do. Causes heart palpitations, what you do. Alright. Let me get this set up and then we'll go over to the sunny map here. That's the one. Okay. So I started doing something with this here. And I honestly... Alright, hold on. I'll go look. Give me a second here. I don't know what you're talking about either. You talking about your Plum Bob Park thing? Okay. What did you do to it? There's nothing here. What I was saying is you had the road drawn all the way around it, and I was suggesting that just to draw the road in one area, that way the park could be there, and then put trees around it. I don't know what this is. Maybe if you were going to do the other diamond parks, you would definitely have to have a road somewhere. You might want to just totally eliminate those for now. I don't know what... Let's see. Let me look at what you got going on over here. Where's the rest? Are you planning on putting your shops like this all the way down once you unlock them all? Because, I mean, if you were to do... Let's see. It kind of looks like you just have stuff kind of placed out and about. What's with the heliports? Is that mostly for epics or something? Are you doing transportation epics? Because you got them placed like in all kinds of random places. Okay, I see. You know, I would move this. Well, which way do you face your... I don't think you face your city like this, right? So your SimCity sign is... You can't even really see it, right? So I would probably put it somewhere visible. That, or move these houses so that you can see it. Maybe put it here where the heliport is. And then move some of the... I don't know. The tall houses are just a pain in the ass to deal with, honestly. This store here, this holiday store that we all got for doing the side pass, this one actually looks really cool if you were to put it in certain areas. Honestly, your SimCity sign, if you were to do some kind of entrance display, you could also do it with the park here and kind of do some kind of cool display with that, with the 2 Plum Bob parks and then the SimCity sign. You could do something cool in this area. Do like a lake with it all around it or something. I don't know. Just seems like a very... These are just regular, right? Yeah. Okay. Where are all your epics? Oh, there they are. The little tiny ones. Okay. So you did mountain. Honestly, I would probably, since you have Maxuses and stuff, I would probably do some kind of a display over here with your mountain buildings. You know, maybe along this back area, or do a little island of them over here, or maybe even up here would be really cool. If you knocked out these two, the roads, this one and this one, you could do some kind of cool little island with mountain buildings. And then put your Tokyo over here somewhere. Okay, let's see. Who else was I supposed to look at? Oh, Lo. I went over to your city the other day, and I saw it at night. It looks really cool because some of them glow pink and the other ones glow orange. Let me go look at what I'm talking. You guys can see what I'm talking about here. He did a really good job on one of his maps. Which one? Cactus, that's right. Oops, wrong button here. Yeah, it is. So, these here are all epic projects. He did this road display. It actually looks really cool. But at night, it glows like a pink, and then they alternate between pink and orange in their own little display. I mean, the only thing I would change maybe would be some of these buildings in here, just because I'm not a big fan of them. But honestly, it looks really good. Not going to lie. It looks good in every direction, honestly. And that's what you'll notice, too, when you look at certain maps, when they have a lot of detail, that they look... When you do a really, really, really good job... Most of the time, it looks good in every direction, you know? Like, you can tell which way it's supposed to face, but it still looks good everywhere. As you can tell, I've been moving stuff around on this map. Okay. So, on this map, I started with a wall here, and I was just kind of messing around to see what I could put together. But I honestly have no idea what exactly I want to do just yet. I know with this one I wanted to do some kind of a water world, you know, have it be mostly water, or at least on certain parts of the map. Okay, hang on here. I should have bought more walls when it was a sale. I just didn't think I was going to use them. Okay. Let's see. I don't think I have. Damn it. Keep forgetting to use my silver tokens there. Okay. You know, my favorite epic on this one is definitely this here. Okay, let's see. I don't know if I'm going to be doing houses over here just yet. If I do, you know what I might do up here? Let's put this here for a second. They need to offer us more options for police, health, and fire. Like maybe lower the price of the maxes on the regionals, and then let us buy more than that. That would be nice. Okay, where is? Right route there. God, that sucks. I hate these things. You have no idea. This is so fucked up. I hate that. I don't want to have to use the middle of my map especially to put services. That sucks. Do you guys hate that shit as much as I do? I mean, it sucks big time. Because it takes up such a huge part of your map. And it looks so terrible. Between the police, health, fire, and then the regional, I mean... And then you try to do like the smaller ones, and it ends up being just as annoying. You end up having to put them all over the place, so... Okay, let's see. What to do, I think... Let me see what I got for the Mayor's Pass stuff here. I think those are going to go on Frosty. You know, I do kind of like this one here. I just don't know where I'm going to put it just yet. Well, you know, honestly, I have so many design ideas that I've never really went like crazy on my regionals because I've been so focused on unlocking them all, but I have so many just random ideas that's kind of why I want to do this map, because I'm thinking about doing a different theme per map here. But this main one here, that's just the one island. But this main one here, I was thinking about doing like a, how do I explain it? Kind of like a circus, fairgrounds, really flashy casino type thing. But I don't know. I want to do that somewhere. I just don't know if it's going to be this map. Everybody's different. Everybody likes different shit. So it's pretty easy, really, to... When somebody tells you what they like, that's kind of why I made the template, right? So when I ask people, people always ask me for help designing. And really what it is they just need help taking what they like and putting it into a bigger picture. So that's kind of what the template does. And that's why I'm going to try to finalize the template so that people can use it. But basically, it's kind of like a form, in a sense, that you fill out. And you go, okay, I want this type of house, this type of water, this type of tree. And then you pick the general type of display. And then you take all of that considered, and you try to make it into a bigger picture. For example, right now, I have no idea what I want to do as far as, like, the little details go. I just know that on this particular part of the map, I want it to be a lot of water. So I'm trying to move this. The only reason I haven't bulldozed this road is because of the cost of it, and I don't know entirely if I want it to be gone yet. And rather than bulldoze it and have to pay for it again, I decided just to keep it there for the time being till I can figure out what I want to do with it. But I'm thinking what I might do. Let's see. It would be really cool if we were allowed to have like boats that drove around in our water here. Like that actually move, you know? Instead of the ones that are just up at the beach that go back and forth. Or like a train track we could build around our city that actually had little train cars we could put on it. Okay. Let's see. I think... Let me pull out the fancier stuff here. Okay, this one... Where's the water? I don't like this bridge here. Think we'll go like this. Oop. Like that. Okay. Now we'll go back here. You know, a lot of it too is envisioning things before you tear stuff up. So like, for example, when I first did my my capital map, I was like, I should cut into this area here. So like what I would do is I'd say, okay, what if I were to knock out these two houses and then run a river from here to here and then kind of try to envision it, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times you can knock out one thing and just change a little bit of the layout around it, and it makes a huge difference. And that way you don't have to tear up everything. Okay, so I think what I might do is say, okay, let's do like a general, like a boardwalk here up front. Hang on, let's see what I got. Let me see what I got here first. Got Ferris wheels. Nightclub. These look good. You know, I haven't bought one of those yet. I do need to buy one. Okay. Let's see. That would look better up here, actually. There it is. Okay. So these here are actually kind of cool. I like these. It's just finding a good placement for them. These bridge things, these things are a pain in the ass. They're like little walkways, you know, and they just don't like look good anywhere really so far. It's kind of hard to get a good placement for them. I'll figure that out later. But right now, I think I'm trying to determine, I might do deltas here and let the water meet up right there. Or what I could do, so let's do this for now. Let's bring this over here. Can I find that? I think I have the, where did I put that other one? Starting to get allergies again. Fuck. Okay, there's this one here. There's a taller one. I must have it placed somewhere else. Okay. For the time being, that's what's going to have to happen there. Now, I think we're going to eliminate this one. Trying to think of how to make this look decent. I think I can put, you know what? I might not even do roads there because those aren't houses, so they don't need anything. This needs to get out of the way. Okay, so let's see. Let's get this out of the way. Jesus, what I use all big lakes here? What the fuck? Okay. It's hard to find a decent bridge. They need to give us better ones, honestly. I really like those heart bridges that they have for Valentine's Day, but they didn't give us very many of them. Okay. What to put there? That's gonna... Hey, what's up? See how the ground is showing? I don't like that. It doesn't look good at all. Let's go with this. Oh, what the hell? And it's dark. Bastards. Scoot this over just a little bit. And honestly, that is a roadway, so I can probably utilize that. Let's see what we got here. I really like these. They're kind of cool, actually. I don't know where I'm going to put it just yet, but those are cool. I didn't earn all of them, which kind of sucks, but whatever. I know I want this somewhere. I just don't know where yet. Okay. I also like that one. I don't know where yet. That's going to go on the cactus mat, or the frosty mat. You know, I do like these. Again, don't know where yet. Okay. How would I... What? Hang on. Look at my production guide and run your stuff right. So, essentially, I have videos where I talk about not only how to make money, but how to manage your inventory so that you can, you know, not screw yourself over. I believe my last live stream I talked about that quite a bit, if I remember right. I do need to get a video that's specifically for that, though. Because a lot of people make that mistake. I have a production guide you can follow, though. Let's see, what else? What can I put there? I think I'm going to go with... You know, I don't really like this one. Honestly, it's about making the right items and not selling certain things. You know, when you sell certain things, you have to make those certain things back instead of making items that turn the highest profit, thereby costing you money. So it's about, you know, inventory and stuff. Do not make flour and sell flour. Make flour and turn it into donuts. So a level 30 player, honestly, is going to run their production pretty much the same way. Essentially, if you're on the game quite a bit, you want to run nails, you want to run flour, donuts, caps, blue text at night, hammers, chairs, nails, cement. If you're not running nails, gnomes, if you have the glue, if you can purchase the glue, for higher level players, that is. Pink drinks when you unlock those, but that's if you do your nighttime melon runs. And then TVs and light bulbs are pretty much hand in hand. They're about the same, you know. TVs turn just a little bit higher profit than bulbs do. The good thing about TVs is they don't take chems, so it's a lot easier to get the materials for those. And if you can buy any beef or cheese and you have extra flour, make pizza. Never make, ever make burgers. Don't ever make burgers. Even if you bought all the stuff to do it, you're better off keeping the barbecues and making pizza. Or buying cream and taking the bread rolls and turning it into ice cream. Don't make bread rolls though. Make donuts. Honestly, if you type in SimCity Build It, MissyAnne on Facebook, join our group and click the announcement section. Or if you click on the 14-minute gold epic video, which is on like every one of my playlists, I have a link to the production guide on there. There's 3 links. One is to the production guide, and one is to the comm guide, and then the Missy's Building Guide. Okay, let's see. What can I put there? Put that there for now. What should I put back here is the question. I want something that... I don't even know if I like this building here, honestly. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, I've got a lot of good information if you follow the stuff, you know, people think that if they make the right items that they're going to be rich. And unfortunately, it comes down to item management. If you think about it, if you were to have unlimited inventory, the game would have no challenge, right? So that being said, what's the challenge? The challenge is you have X amount of inventory space that you can hold. Now, within that inventory space, you have to take into consideration items needed, items that turn profit, items that are difficult to obtain, you know, the rarity of the items. And so with all that considered, you have to juggle all of these items with all of those things considered. You know, things that you're going to need later versus things you need right now. Everything you sell now is going to cost you later. If you go and you make a bunch of items that turn a high profit and you sell them, then that's good, right? But if you go and you take all the items that don't turn a high profit, you sell them to make space for something you need, then you go to try to get those items back and you can't find them on global, you have to spend time making them, right? And every minute you spend making those items is less money out of your pocket because now you're making something that doesn't turn a high profit. You're making something to replace your inventory that you should not have sold in the first place. So many people, I cannot tell you how many people make that mistake. They do an epic project, they get scared because they're out of coins, they sell off all their good shit, and then they spend the next 3 days trying to make back all the paint and glue and things that they sold, when in reality what they should have done was keep their inventory and make the right items to turn higher profit and sold things like donuts and things like that rather than all their good stuff. it really comes down to the fact that people are looking at it as one step. They look at it like, I need coins, and this is what I make to get coins. That's it. They don't look any further than that. They need to take into consideration, if I make this item in this shop, how is it affecting all my other shops? If I sell this item and I can't buy it back, then I have to make it. How is making this item versus this item affecting me later? So there's really a lot of things to consider when you do stuff like that. You don't just want to sell whatever. That is not staying there. That looks terrible. Okay, let's see. What can I put? I like the parade thing going up front. I don't know. What was that other one that we had that did that? I don't know if I have it on here. Put that there for right now. Actually, no, that's going to go on my limestone map. That's right. You know, actually, it might be this one. Might be that one. Or I might have it out somewhere. I don't know. Or maybe I didn't even buy it. Maybe it's something I saw on somebody else's map. Yeah, I think I'm going to hold off on that there. Okay. Do what now? I don't know. I've always had my parade start, but they just do it randomly. Like it was there for a second. Like, for example, this one. I like this parade. Where is it? This one here. But not for this map. Maybe on a different map. And then you have the donut one. Where's the donuts? I must have it placed out somewhere else. Yeah, I've got it placed somewhere else. But that one I really like. It's got the robot things. See, they're there. Okay. I don't think I have any more. Wait. What's this one? I don't remember this parade. Let me check this one. Oh, it's got a burger. What the fuck? And a donut. It almost looks like the way they walk that they're coming out this way. I think I'll do that one more towards like I'll do like a restaurant thing up here and put that one up there. That's what we'll do. We'll do like a little downtown restaurant. Let's see, how many? Let's go with like right there maybe. Start there first. Okay. I haven't decided where I'm going to go with that just yet. Let's see. This one here might go up there. Hang on. This is the one with the fireworks, I think, right? Can't write. Yeah, okay. Now, what to put along the back? The fuck? I mean, I could extend. Let's see what this looks like. Hold on a second here. Holy shit, that guy scared the hell out of me. Okay, let's see what I can put there. And you might need to go find that other building, actually. So I've got these two, but they're too short. I think what I might do is move this one over. Nope, that does not look good. That looks like shit. Okay. Now I know. Nope, nope, nope. You know what might look okay? Let me try this. No. Oh my god, does it really need a road? Okay. Let's see. Let's put this back here. Try to block off some of this stuff. Okay. Put park on this side. I should have done that when I was there. Thought about maybe putting that one there, but I think I'm going to wait. Okay. what is this back here? I think we might just go with trees. It's about the only thing you can see back there. Do that. Okay, and then we'll go with that one there. What do we got? I think you can see these, right? You can still see those. Yeah, okay, cool. I don't know if I like those there, though. I need to brighten this up, do a yellow maybe. There we go. Okay. We're going to bulldoze this part of the road. Damn it, I did not want to have to do that. Oh well. Please don't shift. Oh, thank God. There we go. Cool. Now, try to go with something tall here to make sure it... Okay, cool. You can see it. And then go with something more dark. All right. And we'll do yellow. There we go. Cool. Now we got to figure out what to do back here. Thinking about either, you know, we could put a, you wouldn't even see this road. That's awesome. Let's do that. And then we can put whatever we want there. Too bad I can't fit that back there. I am going to put that on this map somewhere, though. I forget what parade that does. You know, something cool could go right here. Not that, but that is going to have to go somewhere over here. I don't know where. Oh, okay, I got, let's see. Got double the room. I wonder. Hang on a second. Let's see. No. Sorry, you guys, I'm like in deep thought right now. Let's try this. do we got? That's definitely a no. Might go with the pink tree here because it matches the other side. And then we'll go with... go back. That kind of accent this stuff a little better, and then we'll do some trees along the back here. I don't know if you can see them. Okay, so yeah, you can. All right, we'll have to do something like that. All right. You know, I don't know if that looks good or if I should do the... Where's the other one? Hold on. That's not going there, but it's going to go somewhere. Must be, let's see. I'm so indecisive. That looks kind of cool. It almost looks like it might look cooler on this side, though. Hold on. Then we'll do... I'm gonna have to find another cat. What the hell is that? It's a holiday store. Definitely gonna go on the Frosty map because I'm doing a Christmas display over there. I think I need to go get some of the castles that I have here. Okay, let's go look around, see what I got. Ouch, Jesus. Yeah, these are definitely staying though. I don't see anything on here that's definitely not staying here. Okay. Brr. You know, I'm not really seeing anything that would look good there just yet. This is a stupid thing that needs to go. Put something else there. Oh, that's why that was there. It was blocking the services that are so flippin' ugly. I think I'm working on an Omega assignment. That's what I was doing. I was refreshing these. I'm pretty sure they took out the Omega canisters assignment for those of you who were asking. Okay, let's see. Do what? Jeez, there's a lot of just stuff. Jesus Christ. I need to fix that. That looks weird. And I definitely need to get rid of that empty space here. It's driving me nuts. I think I'm going to put the Maxis man back there for now. Okay. You know, I've got to be able to put... I don't know. Should I put something different there? Now I'm getting sidetracked. I'm not even supposed to be over here. Ouch. Anybody else designing their map at all yet? Or working on it or anything? Hang on. I've got terrible allergies right now. And I just lost my stylus. Perfect. Okay. What is the GoPro detective crap you're always saying? What's that even mean? What the fuck you talk about? Dude, that train is obnoxious. They need to get with the program and realize that nobody likes it. Yeah, but why? What the fuck? What does it mean, man? What you talk about? Do I work in there? No, I don't. Am I the police? Hold on just a second. What?
I said you're in the police
Do I look like a police officer?
Shit. What do they look like these days? I don't know.
No, I'm not a cop. But yeah, they do blend pretty well.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. Okay. I'm in the hood if you can't tell. I'm sitting outside the Jack in the Box on 4th Street. And this dude's like, "Are you the police?" What the fuck? Yeah, no. I'm gonna not be chasing down criminals in my little Honda Civic. Okay. Designing in the hood. Dude, they should have like a little ghetto thing, you know? Like I don't know. People with shopping carts or something. Like, do like a SimCity GTA. Have a building where they're like robbing the place or something. Let the cops actually do something. These cops don't even know bad in SimCity. You know, I wonder what happens if I've never done that before. If you look at the houses after you take the police away, because you know how like the houses burn on fire when you don't have the fire department. I wonder if you see like criminals running out of somebody's house or something. I've never zoomed in and looked. Where's the police? What do you mean you don't have the feature with the fire? What you mean? You know, I don't really play on a tablet ever, but when I did play on a tablet, it was insane the amount of detail that the game has when you're all like zoomed in and shit. You see like the little when you put like these London, where is it? Hold on. Do you have traffic? Because, like, I know that a friend of mine, his game never had traffic lights or anything like that. It was bullshit. He thought it was an update. I'm like, no, dude, your game's just broken. But, like, this London bus terminal here, when you place it out, you see the little red London buses driving around and shit. Or, like, the heliports, you actually see the little airplanes. I do like the, where is it? Yeah. I do like the, where is it? Don't have it. The fuck did it go? This thing. This thing's kind of cool. Nobody's getting robbed yet? Damn it. See a little hospital. Apparently somebody's dying. Little garbage trucks around. I wish the detail wasn't so damn tiny. I guess if it wasn't, then it would probably crash a lot more, huh? What the fuck is that? Really? The people in my capital should be happy. I would love to live in a town like that. I mean, think about how badass that would be if you lived in a city like my capital. Not to, like, you know, be egotistical or anything. The floating lanterns alone would be like, what? What are these floating lanterns? It reminds me of that movie Tangled. I mean, tell me that would not be badass, driving up over this bridge and seeing the scenery. Tell me that. And like this building here, come on now, with all the water coming off the edges and shit. The little Buddha lake with all his lanterns. Do what now? Ah, fuck them. They'll live. It's not like they won't come back. You know? What they gonna do about it? I need to put this stupid house somewhere. Ah, I can't zoom in anymore. Sucks. I like the Omega roads the best, honestly. They just look the coolest. They look nice. The other roads look like shit. The only other roads I like are the ones with the trees down the middle. Dude, that bear just waved at me. What the fuck? Get the hell out of here, weirdo. I do like the little, the fire and stuff. See him wave again? Do what now? Oh, the walkthrough city? Yeah, I'm still doing that. So what happened is everybody lost the ability to do epic projects when they hit level 24. Okay, let me reiterate that. A lot of people were unable to do epic projects when they hit level 24. And so in my attempt to try and help them fix it, I am leveling up the walkthrough city to level 24 to see what the hell is going on. Because SimCity has offered zero help with getting that back on track for people. But once I get it to about 23 3/4, I'm going to do a live stream on it, and we're going to hit level 24 and hope that we have epics. Honestly, with Christmas and everything, I've been super busy. Okay, what to put? Do what now? The view and the what? Well, see, that's what's so weird. I have people that have finished all those. All they have left are the London ones and shit, which you don't need to do. You don't have to. I had one guy level up to level 30. I would have advised against it, but he did it. He leveled up to level 30 and unlocked all of the things, and it's still nope. And I'm like, dude, I wouldn't have went up to level 30 because that's not going to fix it. Burning through all your tokens isn't going to fix it either. Okay, let's see. But yeah, I'm going to go through on the walkthrough city. In fact, I don't even know where the hell that damn phone is. I think that's not it. It might be the one sitting on my fireplace at home. Probably is. Wait, no, there it is. I found it. I gotta take this. That's what happened. One of the chargers that I bought has those stupid magnetic pieces inside. And one of them broke, so I just said fuck it, and I ordered regular chargers. They should be here today, I think. Let's see if I can get this one plugged in, charged up, so I can do that later today. Let's go back over to the Sunny Man. Why don't you just hack the... Or better yet, do some research. Oh, hey, you're here. I talked about you at the beginning of the stream, about your lovely deer. Didn't want your Sims attacked by bears, I see. I was thinking more about the cave being up a little higher. I wasn't thinking about your Sims and their life. But in that term, a nice headbutt from a deer will suffice. Okay, so I was kind of designing this area here is where I left off. And I don't know what I want to put on the right side. I was kind of thinking it might actually have looked better over here. Yeah, I didn't realize that you were considering your sim safety. I was just going for the placement of the buildings. I was thinking in terms of the fact that the cave, how it kind of lifts up and it's got the trees around the cave, that it would be a little more, it would blend a little better with the trees than the deer. That's what I was thinking of. I wasn't thinking of them being attacked. I do like this parade, though, going down the main stretch. So I'm going to leave that building there. I just got to figure out what to do. That's not staying there. I know that. Ha! You're fucking funny, dude. Gift you my Poke. Do you know how many Pokemon cards I have? I'm going to lay them all out on my living room floor later and take better pictures, but I've got over 400 EX hollows in near mint condition, not to mention a full binder of other just random hollows, and then like 6,000 unsorted commons. I've got like 8,000 Pokemon cards. You're funny. And I've got a gold star Charizard that nobody's getting. Nice try. Don't even ask me if you can buy it. I've had so many offers on that fucking thing. My what? My city? Oh, yeah, sure. Just take everything. Why not? Is that confetti being shot out the... What the hell? What is this? Is that balloons or something? What the fuck is that? Some kind of weird, like, hazmat oil spill going out the... What's up? I'm not the police. What's up?
I'm David. What's your name?
My name's Missy. What's up?
It's what?
Missy.
Missy.
Yeah.
Okay, Missy. Well, check this out. Do you party? Get out?
No.
No?
No, I'm just doing YouTube videos.
You're doing what?
I just make YouTube videos. That's
Really?
all. Yeah.
So, you can make... Oh, okay. That intelligence. You know? Well, I tell you what. I got a few partners that think they probably need somebody like you and they like to direct the motherfucking video. But you take care, honey. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. What's your name?
I'll see you again.
What's your name? I take it you're living in there or whatever? You live there?
You have what?
Living in there? I used to live in my car, so I know what it's like, man.
You know, if you ever decide to swing down that way, come down Bill Ridge.
All right.
8630 Bill Ridge.
Okay. Alrighty then. You just met one of Marysville's Looney Tunes. People just flock to me. Here I am, just minding my own business, and they flock to me. Oh, yeah. That's how it happens, people. I sit in my car, I mind my own damn business, and I get approached by nut jobs. Anyway. Now I'm just like randomly moving shit around. Like, what the fuck? Okay, that's not gonna stay there. Oh, yeah, sure. Just give that out. You know, it's really not hard to find people. A basic people search and you can stalk anybody. One dude was in my group a while back. His name was Aaron. And he hit me up on Facebook, you know, to join the group. And dude had wrote, "Missy, will you marry me?" in his roads. And I'm thinking it's just a big joke, you know what I'm saying? Then it says, "I love MissyAnne." And again, I'm just thinking, whatever, you know, just a joke. And then I looked a little closer, and on the roads that said, "I love Missy," there was the wedding hall, the Sims wedding hall. And I'm like, oh my God, this dude's a freak. You know what I mean? Because he was serious. Like, he was dead serious. And he genuinely, like, joined my group and got angry that I didn't realize that he was moving in with me, or that I was moving in with him. And he's like talking all serious about like how he's going to come to Washington and live with me and da-da-da. And I'm like, dude, you got to go. Okay. And then he thinks his creep meter went up. No, this bitch went into stalking mode. And guess what? He didn't like it too much when I sent him a picture of his front door. I was like, you want to creep me out, bitch? I'll creep you the fuck out. I got your real name off Facebook. Give me a few minutes on a computer, and boom, sent him a picture of his front door, and he immediately was like, all right, I'm out. I'm like, yeah, so fuck you, creeper. Yeah, him. Nut job. Complete nut job. He still comments on my videos sometimes. But yeah, he was really, really surprised when I was like, so, weirdo, how's that red front door coming along there? Or something I said. And he's like, what? And I was like, chink, sent him a picture of his front door. And he's like, freaked out. Like, what the fuck? No, that's just where stalking skills come in place. When you get hunted, here's the thing. I've spent my whole life being stalked by my ex-boyfriend. Okay? You either hunt or be hunted. You either spend your life running from people, or you stop, turn around, and punch that bitch in the nose, because you ain't running anymore. People can only chase you if you run. You turn around and knock them fuckers out. Gets old real quick. People be like, just block them, just ignore them, just don't say anything. Been there, done that for 13 years, didn't work. Then you put up a post on Facebook that says, I'm coming for you, bitch. They don't like to harass you no more after that, let me tell you. People like to pick on the weak, is what they like to do. They find the weakest link and they try to fucking break it. Don't be the weak link. Oh yeah, I should be a therapist? Oh, that would just be fantastic. I'd have the highest suicide rate in the office. I went to her complaining about life. I was on the edge, and she just told me, yeah, fuck, life sucks, so I jumped. Yeah, that would just be great. I'd be a horrible people pleaser. Horrible, horrible therapist. You know, me and Steiner Hills were talking about that, and I'm like, dude, I could never go into customer service. Somebody would be in Walmart bitching about the product and the quality of service, and instead of me sitting there trying to please them, I'd be marching up to the manager with them, bitching alongside the customer, going, yeah, they right, see, you suck. It'd be terrible. I'd be a horrible, horrible therapist. Horrible salesperson. They'd be like, is this car run? I'd be like, no, it's a piece of shit. Why would you buy this thing? And then if I didn't like them, then it'd be on. I'd be like, oh yeah, you should get this car. This thing's badass. Okay, what should I put here? Yeah, I also had another realization the other day. I was like, so you have extroverts and introverts, you know? People that don't like people and people that are just obnoxious. I'm obnoxious and I hate people. So what does that make for? Not a very good recipe, let me tell you. I think I'm going to have to try to find a different a different castle to put over here. Yep. Exactly. I mean, what would they say? What would they think? They'd be like, no argument. You know what I'm saying? Like, the employee agrees with me, you know? What you gonna do about it? You get what you pay for. Okay, we're gonna put that in storage. I think. I mean, I worked at Burger King when I was 16. That didn't last long at all. It was the first customer I had when I was working drive-thru was my manager, and he was playing a joke on me, and I didn't know it was him. And he comes through, and he's like, he said he wanted like 150 triple whoppers, and I'm like, what kind of fat ass needs 150 triple whoppers? Do you seriously think you need 150 triple whoppers? And he's like, ahem. And I'm like, what? And he's like, this is so-and-so. And I'm like, I look up at the camera and I'm like, ugh, whoops. Well, yeah, that job didn't last long. Pretty sure, yeah, I got my last check that day. You can't be talking to the people like that. I'm like, hey, you know what? What kind of fat ass comes through and orders 150 triple whoppers? You actually expected me to type that in? Yeah, no shit, bastards. It's like the bikini baristas out here. You know, you get the people that work at the coffee stands, and they've got the ones that stand there in the bikinis out here on the West Coast. A lot of people on the East Coast have never even heard of such things. But anyways, there's normal coffee stands, and then there's the skanky ones, you know what I mean? Where they wear, like, stickers over their nipples and thongs and stuff. And you pay, like, twice as much for a cup of coffee. Well, one of the days I went through my normal coffee stand, and there was a new girl working. And I kind of overheard their conversation. She was talking about how she used to work at the Bikini Hut. And she was saying some of the crazy shit that goes on, you know. And I heard her, and I was like thinking, whew, if that would have been me, I would have thrown that hot cup of coffee right at that dude's groin. And she's like, oh no, I did. Why do you think I'm working here? I'm like, no, dude, he threw bodily fluids on this girl. I don't blame her one bit for doing what she did to him. That shit was rude as fuck. So yeah, there's just some jobs that are too... Nah. I wouldn't be able to put up with it. Would not be able to bite my tongue. I'd be like, hell no. Especially the Walmart people, man. They'd be crazy. I don't see anything that would look good there. What the hell? There's got to be something. Like, this has got to be the ugliest castle in the whole game. At first I thought it looked cool, but it's not. It looks like shit.